Alright guys, in today's video I want to share with you a little bit of my thoughts on the brand new Xiaomi 17. This little guy right here that I've been using for a couple of days, almost a week now. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I liked and a couple of things that I wish was a bit better. So this should help you out if you're looking to get yourself a brand new compact flagship grade kind of phone in 2026. So let's begin the video right away. Now, first things first, let's just talk about the design and the form factor. Design-wise, there's not much to talk about. It looks pretty standard for a compact flagship. What I want to say is that the phone itself has shrunk ever so slightly in size compared to the Xiaomi 15. We do not have a Xiaomi 16. In case you forgot about that, we jumped straight from 15 to 17. So it's extremely small, very, very compact. Even for myself, I'm used to using larger phones, so it's always felt a bit too small for me. But if you are someone who's actually looking for a smaller device, something that's a little bit more lightweight, you might actually appreciate this. Okay, let's talk a bit about the display now. The display at the front here is actually what makes it, I would say, closer to flagship grade, because we've got a fantastic display in terms of resolution and as well as colors. Very, very smooth. It has been always a joy to use this display. And if you want to make sure that all the photos that you take look accurate on your phone, always remember to jump into the settings and go and change it to the original color pro, because that's going to give you the most accurate colors if you are someone who's focused on photography. If you just put it into the vivid mode, everything just becomes so saturated and you won't even be able to tell if your photo is actually color accurate. Now, one thing about the display that I wish was a bit better is that on paper, it says that it can go up to 3500 nits of maximum brightness. But after taking a lot of photos and videos outdoors, I noticed that very quickly it starts to dim down and I could barely see the screen. So, hopefully Xiaomi fixes this in, I don't know if a software update could do that, but a lot of times it was just too dim for me to actually see the display. And this is also something that I noticed in my Xiaomi 17 Ultra. Alright, let's move on and talk a bit about the photography experience, because I think that's what matters over here. In this case, we do get a triple 50 megapixel setup. The camera sensors are extremely similar to the last gen model, so you won't really expect a huge jump in terms of performance there. I would say the main sensor itself has changed from the Light Fusion 900 to 950. So you can see just from the numbers itself, it's a very small improvement. But how do they actually look in terms of actual photos? I would say that what I notice here is that there's slightly lesser processing, so the photos actually turn out looking very, very aesthetic. Again, this is a kind of look where you either appreciate it or it's either not for you. Some of you might think that it's not as bright as other phones, and that's because there's very minimal processing going on here. For other devices, whenever you take a photo, the system always tries to brighten it so it looks more pleasing to the majority of people. But for the Xiaomi 17 devices, just because it's collaborating with Leica, the look is to minimize the processing and give you something that's a bit closer to what you see with your own eyes, with a touch of a very nice filter on there that makes it look very aesthetic. Now just take a look at all the photos on your screens and see if this is the kind of vibe that you like. But this is actually all shot in Leica Authentic. If you like this look, then this phone is for you. Alright, anyways, moving on, just in terms of the video, I actually shot a very quick clip which I'll slot in right now so you guys can see how it performs. Alright guys, so this is a quick video test for the Xiaomi 17, the latest version, by the way. I'm currently not using a gimbal, we're just using the stabilization of the phone. It's crazy hot out here today, but we've got to get the test running. So let me know what you think about the stabilization, the colors, weather today is fantastic. All the audio you are hearing is directly from the phone itself. Take a look at these beautiful trees. I mean, it's super hot, but the view is definitely worth it. So we're going to switch lenses now to the ultra wide. This is the ultra wide, very smooth transition. Again, this is how it's going to look like if you are vlogging while holding the phone. Pardon my sweat and all that, because I've been walking around the park for almost an hour now. Very, very hot, but yeah, let me know what you think about the stabilization. This is my current speed. I'm just chill walking down. But yeah, very quickly, let's go into the 2.6. This is the telephoto lens, and if you just go further, this is 5. But yeah, this is pretty much what you can expect here. Alright, so now that the video is done, one more thing that is worth noting, improvement over here is actually in terms of the selfie camera at the front. Now, some of you always ask for selfie samples, and this time around, we actually have a 50 megapixel unit, so that's improved from last gen, and we also get an autofocus on board, so everything just looks a bit better. It looks like it was taken with a rear camera. Quality for your selfies is going to be even better. All right, so that's just in terms of the photo and video experience. Let's just jump very quickly into the actual performance. What we do get here is actually the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. We already know that these days, performance is not an issue here because the latest flagship chipsets are all very, very powerful. So it doesn't matter if you're just navigating on a daily, doing your social media, playing your games, everything is just going to fly, no lags whatsoever. It's also running that HyperOS 3 based on Android 16, so everything is just running very smoothly. Really appreciate that from Xiaomi. And they're even giving you 5+6. That means 5 years of software upgrades and 6 years of security updates. So very, very not bad, I would say, because your phone is going to be lasting a little bit longer. Finally, when it comes to the battery, even though this is a very compact form factor, like I said, I've been using it quite extensively, taking a lot of photos, videos, playing games. No matter how I throw everything at it, it still manages to last the entire day on a single charge. Just in terms of numbers, I think it's upwards of 6,000 mAh, but it's a fairly large battery, so don't be fooled by the size because it actually lasts the entire day. And just in case, once again, if you run out of juice or if you forgot to charge your phone the night before, you can always charge it up. It charges up so quickly with that 100-watt fast charge. So at the end of the day, just to wrap this entire experience up, what do I think about the device? I think it's a great compact flagship. What we have here is really awesome build quality, a great display when viewing indoors. The cameras itself, although it retains a very similar setup to last gen, but there's actually lesser processing on board, so it still gives you some pretty good photos, and the battery in here is actually very long lasting. Let me know what you think about the Xiaomi 17. Is this a phone that you guys are looking forward to? Are you buying this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Hopefully it's helped you out, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, bye-bye.